Gotcha.
Hello, Miss Vasilevski. How are you today?
Good, thank you, Mrs. Kelly. How are you?
Not too bad, thank you. Thanks so much for agreeing to allow me to write a biography on your life. Thank you for that.
My pleasure. I hope it can be interesting enough for somebody to read one day.
I'm sure it will be. Now, I just have a few questions. The first question is, where did you grow up?
That's an easy one. I grew up right across the road from school. So I grew up in Spotswood, in Reed Street. So our school is on Reed Street, and I used to live just across the road on Melbourne Road. So I got to walk here to school every day, and it didn't take me very long. So I lived in Spotswood till I was about 18 years old, and then my family moved to Williamstown. And that's where I stayed until I got married, and now I'm in Seddon. So not too far away.
Thank you, that's great. And what schools, obviously you went to Spotswood Primary School, but what other schools did you go to?
Okay, so I went to Spotswood Primary School from prep to grade 6. After grade 6, I went down to Point Jellybrand Girls Secondary College, which doesn't exist anymore. It's been taken over by Williamstown High School. So I went there until year 12, and then after year 12, I went to Melbourne University.
Okay. And so who inspired you when you were young?
That's a really tricky question, Mrs. Kelly. I had lots of different people who inspired me when I was young. I think I think my parents mostly. So my mum and dad always let my brother and I try things out for ourselves and get things wrong and try again. So I think the fact that my mum and dad let us make mistakes and let us give everything we wanted a go um, was a bit of my inspiration. It meant that I could explore and I could try lots of different things. I think other inspirations that I had were my friends. So I didn't tend to watch a lot of TV when I was a kid. I'd be outside most of the time, or my friends and I would be on our bikes out and around the street. So I think we would inspire each other to try new things and be the best that we could be and give things a go.
Oh, that's fantastic. Thank you for that. And why did you decide to become a teacher and an assistant principal?
Yeah, another very good question. I think I kind of always knew I wanted to be a teacher from when I was in primary school. I used to line all my dolls and teddy bears up in my bedroom, and I put some big paper on my walls and pretend that was a chalkboard we had when I was in primary school, and I would teach them things. And so I think I kind of always knew. But when I was in high school, they ask you to do some careers counselling and you have to think about where you want to go. And I thought a lot about my primary school teachers and the great time I had in primary school and all the opportunities I had. So I decided to go down that path, and that's how I ended up there. Assistant principal is a bit of a different story. I was an assistant principal at Sunshine Primary School before I came here. And I'd been there as a classroom teacher and I taught lots of different students. And I think we found out that my strength was working with kids who could be a little bit naughty sometimes. So I then came out of the classroom and were working in a welfare role with some of the students who were struggling to do the right thing at school. And from there, I realised that I liked to not only just be with my own class, but like to work with all of the teachers and all of the students. So that's how I ended up in the job that I'm in now. I think I've got the best job, that I get to teach kids sometimes, but then I get to do lots of different things with lots of different people.
Thank you. That's a great answer. And that's really interesting too. Lots of things I didn't know about you, Miss Vasilevski. It's great. And just the last thing, is there anything else you would like to add?
Um, I don't know. I guess lots of things about me and about my life. I've tried lots of different things. I think I don't see myself as someone who just says, this is what I'm going to do and I'm going to stick to it. I do lots of thinking, and I think if I'm going to try something new, I give it a go. And if I make a mistake, that's okay. And I learn something from that, and then I try something different. So I think yeah, that's what I've really learnt growing up, is that we can't always do the same things, and we need to take risks, and we need to give things a go, and we need to make mistakes, and we need to learn things along the way. So I don't know if I'll always be in this job. I'll always be an assistant principal. There might be something else that I might like to do one day, and I'll give that a go too. So I think that's it, Mrs. Kelly.
Okay, well, thank you very, very much, Mrs. Vasilevski. And you've given me lots of information and inspiration to write a I keep saying biology, biography on you. Thank you so much.